Alright, hey everyone, so today I'm in a video on what I call the Gunfighter Throw. Basically, this is a minimalist knife throw. Alright, I'm using a throwing knife with a Roger. It's about 30 inches long. Doesn't really matter what knife you use. Real quick on the grip. Push the butt in the middle of your hand. Next finger along the spine. Alright, the idea behind this throw is basically to get the knife up onto the target from point A to point B, point first as fast as possible. Accuracy is not the concern. This throw is meant to be a compromise between power, accuracy, speed, and basically you get this knife on target very fast without telegraphing your throw. Okay, knives are easy to dodge if you know that the throw is coming. So what I like to do for this throw is to stand with my feet equally spaced apart, about shoulder width, with no foot really leading one way or the other. You can do this with a left foot lead or a right foot lead, and you should practice both ways. But I like to do it just with my feet equally spread apart, no foot ahead of the other. Alright? This does not look like I'm about to throw a knife. So it's not gonna, you basically don't want to give away what your intent are, where your intent is. Okay, so the knife is over here, alright? Sort of concealed. If I see a threat, somebody's about to hurt me or someone else, alright, and I'm able to get to my knife and not really draw attention to it, this is what it's going to look like, okay? I can even open my hand up, alright, so they don't see its grasp onto anything. I still have a knife, okay? When you get ready to throw, this is your grip, okay? Now, in like a pressure scenario, you're going to have a natural tendency to grip the knife tighter, okay? Your hand might be sweating, whatever. But what you want to maintain is a nice, loose grip on this knife, okay? You don't want to over grip, just, relax, do what you've been training, okay? You have the knife here. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to rock my weight over onto the back foot, okay? It's not something you're really going to be able to see, but my weight is going to be on my right foot, okay? Just basically the side of your throwing arm, okay? If you're left-handed, weight's probably going to be on your left foot. Okay. With that being said, some people refer to this as a sidearm throw. I don't really see it that way. I see it as more of an overhand throw. Basically, you just want to maintain enough power to get the throw across very hard without telegraphing your throw, like I mentioned earlier. So you're going to basically raise your shoulder up and bring the knife up to about, like for example, this is the center balance of the knife. You want to bring the center balance up to right eye level. Okay. That's what I like to use. You can throw from lower, but I feel like I can get the most accuracy out of bringing it up to eye level. This just feels natural to me. Not really sure why. The coincidence between eye level and center of balance, but that's what works for me. Bring it up here, and from here it's almost like a slap. Okay, I'm going to push forward. Okay, this is not so much like a thorn wrist action. This is more like a just abrupt push. Okay, here, push. Right, when you bring it up, you're actually generating energy, and when you come here, pushing the knife forward is going to cause it to maintain a flight pattern like this. Alright, you really don't have to put a whole lot of wrist action into it. Just bring it up here, push. From there, I like to follow through. Okay, so I'm here, I like to follow through over to my side. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, depending on how well the throw went. It seems like naturally that's just the natural way my arm follows through. Okay, but if this is a real scenario, you'd follow through to wherever you have your secondary knife. Okay, so if I'm right-handed, throwing, boom, I want to curve around to my attack folder, okay? Or whatever knife or stick or whatever weapon you have reserved. You're not going to throw away your last weapon, and you're going to go to the one that has not been thrown, obviously. So I'm going to give you a sort of like a bird's eye view almost of what my throw is going to look like from the perspective of basically if you're facing me, just to give you an idea of how this is going to look. Hopefully I don't hit my camera. That would suck. Right, my target is like right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see the knife stick in, but that's not really the point. So this is a close range throw. You're not going to be able to do this farther back than I would say 16 feet. Alright, back when you get like 16, 14 feet, you're going to have to put a lot more energy into your throw. You're going to have to sacrifice some of the speed be able to get accurate, powerful, point first throw. So I'm back here, maybe, I don't know, 12, 13 feet. Here's what it's going to look like. Alright, with that last demonstration I did no spin throw. In case I didn't mention that, it seemed a little obvious to me, but it was a no spin throw. You can also do this with half spin throws. The grip I'm going to use is basically I'm going to put the point in the palm of my hand like this, and my index finger along the spine of the blade. Now, the thing that's different from no spin throw is you're going to have to put a lot of wrist action. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a close range throw. When you're throwing knives close range, this knife is going to have to rotate relatively quickly, alright, much faster than you would no spin throw. Now, if you're coming from a background where you stand like 6 feet away from the target and you throw, with a hammer grip and you're flicking your wrist really hard, then this is actually going to be a longer half spin than you would be used to. But I'm going to demonstrate a half spin throw using this technique. It's really simple. You're also going to bring the knife back up to eye level. But instead of pushing it out, you're going to have to rock your hand back. Alright, rock your wrist back, throw it, and follow through to your secondary weapon, wherever that is. So I'm here. It's that simple. Okay, here's a half spin throw from about 14 feet. Now I will say that you can throw with the same amount of speed without telegraphing farther with a half spin you can than a no spin throw. With the no spin you can still produce a very fast, accurate, powerful throw, but for the purpose of speed at this range you can also get a little bit farther back with the half spin. So I'm going to be right here, same exact technique, except I'm going to have to rock my wrist back a little bit further. Because like I said, I'm going to have to flick my wrist to get the knife to spin faster. So it's not going to be like a push with the no spin. You're going to have to bring it up to eye level, rock your wrist back, flick your wrist out, and then follow through to wherever you want to, whether it be a secondary weapon, whatever. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something. This is basically one of my favorite minimalist throws to get the knife point forward on target in a powerful fashion. Again, I don't recommend using a knife as a weapon unless lethal force is applied to you or someone else. It's really not that hard. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching. Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to do a video on what I'm going to call the Gunfighter Throw. Good grief, that's a loud bird.